All right, Bill. So tell me a little bit about this.
So I use this, I recommend this to a lot of customers. I have to bring these with me because people don't understand a thing what you're talking about. Okay? Nobody knows anything about electricity, so they're kind of lost. So for those customers that are worried about electric fields, and typically what happens is that power comes in from below from the panel. There's a wire coming from the panel, and then it goes to the light or whatever else you're powering, the fan. So normally it's there's a single throw, single pole. In other words, they only have one pole here. All you're doing is switching the hot. The neutral continues on. But the neutral wire is energized, whether you know it or not, and it's full of noise. So if it's over an overhead wire, you can't get rid of the voltage because the neutral is still high. Okay?
Right.
So this is a better way to have a light switch that will be much safer. So what I'm going to show you is this is what they call a single throw. In other words, one way. Okay? Now it's on. Okay? So there's connectivity between that pin and that pin, and that pin and that pin. Okay? That's what. So it's a single throw, double pole. There's two poles here.
Okay.
In other words, this is connected to that, and this is connected to that. When you flip the switch, they're disconnected, both of them. So one's the neutral, one's the hot.
Okay.
Okay? And you have a ground, obviously.
Right.
So when you're trying to reduce EMFs, especially electric fields, in the room, because even though this switch is normally off, the other wire is energized.
Yeah. Now consider the neutral is energized.
And neutral is still energized.
Right.
It's got frequencies, it's got some voltage, it's got some amperage, it's got lots of stuff on it.
So when you turn off a normal switch, you might shut down a magnetic field. You saw the voltage, so to continue with the electric fields.
You'll get the electric fields.
Which spans 6 to 12 feet.
You can go longer than that.
If there's wiring error.
If there's a wiring error, yeah. So this will eliminate the wiring error scenario. So if you switch all the switches to this type of switch, and you wire it correctly, hot, neutral, neutral. Okay. Now when you flip the switch, all the power for both neutral and hot are de-energized in the ceiling up to the light or wherever it's going.
Okay.
Okay? And this is the only way I know to avoid that.
Yeah. Now, what additional electrical work would the electrician have to do, or?
Well, it depends on how they wired it, but
Okay.
normally they just move wires around.
Okay. Inside the.
Inside the junction box.
Okay.
Okay. So now I've seen some stupid stuff, okay, where they bring one power wire in from the panel, then they use that for all the switches, and that's not going to work. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But typically they bring up one power line from a breaker through the floor to the wall, and then from the wall out to the light on the ceiling. Okay. That's typically what happens.
But
So
but sometimes you probably have to put 2 of these in on the average room, you think, versus one might be 2 different branch circuits coming in.
Normally you want to avoid, if all possible, any three-way wiring. It's prone to all kinds of wiring errors.
Right.
So if you have three-way wiring, take out the three ways, run the light with one switch, end of story.
Okay.
Okay? But this is a way to swap out that whole scenario where they join the neutrals together and make it magnetic fields and electric fields. This is one way to basically rewire it. And
So every house could just have that in there, even an average.
well, here's the problem: the switches that they use cost 59 cents. This costs $3.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, or $3.50 or something like that. I got it from Amazon.
Okay.
Okay, so and you can see on the back here it says line coming in. Okay, and then load, which is the light or the fan. So that's how it's set up.
Okay.
Okay, and it works 100% every time I do this.
Pretty cool stuff.
So that's